Dieting. Are you trying to lose weight? How is it that you always try and lose weight? You make a decision to lose weight, don't you? And then you deny yourself. And then you spend most of the time thinking about the things that you want and you can't have. And guess what? What you resist persists. So it plays on your mind over and over and over again. And you think you have to cut down the calories to lose weight. What if I told you you could eat anything and lose weight? Would you believe me? Well, I told one of my clients that one time. I was having some super noodles and she goes, "You can't eat that. That's unhealthy." And I said, "I can eat what I want. Nothing has meaning until I give it meaning." Whoa, for everybody out there, for every health professional and fitness person out there, probably just going absolutely mad at me right now. Let me tell you something. Denying yourself does not help solve anything. Whenever there was that point in my time when I lost everything, was because I denied myself. I thought that if I put myself in a wee place for 6 months and worked really hard and didn't have any distractions, that I would come out fighting fit. And you know what? I just went, I took an absolute nosedive. So what I realized that with dieting as well, and there's Mr. Wolfgang Gold blowing his nose in the background so that everybody could hear that as well. Next time, Sheena, shut the door. So listen, why am I saying that? Well, you've got this cybernetic instrument inside you. And what happens is that it maintains its level. So, you know, like the heating system that you've got. And if you set it at 70 degrees, it will turn on and off depending on the room temperature. And so that's the same as your weight. You've got a certain weight that you stick at, and you will lose weight, increase weight, but eventually you will just stay at that weight. Perhaps even put a bit more because you probably, well, whatever, you tend to end up putting more weight on. And so it's the same with your finances as well. There's a certain, if you looked over the last 5 years, you would average out at a certain amount of money. And when you've earned more, you'll earn less. And that's just the way it is. But what we try to do is we make the decision in our 2% conscious, when 98% of your self-image is in your subconscious. And that's what we want to get at, is right in there. But let me give you a little bit of a trick. So in the mindset stuff, what we do is we keep pouring more and more good in, more and more good, more and more good, and it filters out the bad. Now, to begin with, it's not very nice, because there's all these things that you didn't know about yourself start to pop out, pop out, pop out. All these beliefs, all these things you were saying to yourself just keep popping out one after the other. And it's not very nice, to be honest. But if you keep pouring it in, eventually something clicks and it rolls over and you paradigm switch. That's how it happens. Well, it's the same thing with food. If you keep putting, instead of denying yourself and sacrificing, add something good in. So if you don't drink water, start drinking more and more water. You will notice that you're not as hungry. You will notice that you start to choose nicer foods because you start to feel lighter. Add some vitamins in. So, I mean, I do Arbonne. So have an Arbonne shake, lots of vitamins in there instead of a bar of chocolate. But maybe I'll have the bar of chocolate and the Arbonne shake. But to be honest, what I do first of all is I have the Arbonne shake first of all. Then I don't want the bar of chocolate. Do you see? Because I put something good before what I thought I wanted, I didn't actually want what wasn't going to serve me. Although if I wanted the bar of chocolate, I'd have it. I wouldn't deny it. I just wouldn't. But the next time I'd go, I don't really feel like that now. Eventually, the compound effect of adding more and more good into your diet not only makes you feel good and help you choose better foods, you just want to choose better foods. Your mind is clearer. You start to notice better foods and you start to feel better. So you just keep it going. How about that for the proposed diet? Not a diet. Don't sacrifice. Just add the good in. I don't know. It works for me. And it works for other people that I teach it to as well. You don't have to accept a word I say, but don't reject it. Don't neglect it. I just taught you something. But to break a habit can take you up to 66 days. That's the average. It takes anywhere between 8 and 280 odd days to change a habit. So have the habit of putting in good things. Don't deny yourself. If you want something rubbish, eat it for goodness sake. Because what you resist persists, but you will find over time that you'll want it less and less and less. Stop fighting yourself. That's the problem. You don't feel good, so we eat rubbish, thinking that's going to make us feel good. But sure, we feel more rubbish then after. But remember, nothing has meaning unless you give it meaning. It's just a belief. What is true for you is true for you. Because if it was true, then everybody would be ill. Everybody would die of certain foods. Everybody would do it. So it can't be true. Because it would be true 100% of the time. And that's not the case. There's something else going on. And it's your mindset. And it's your truth. And it's your story. So what do you want it to be? Okie dokie. That's it.